You poor dwarf. Do you even know what they've done?
A Magister guard approaches. Behind her, on the gallows, 2 lizards. One in a Magister uniform hangs dead from her neck. The other hangs from her hands, still alive.
Step away from the prisoner! You're going to... What, now? She betrayed Alexander. I'd sooner die than free her.
Do you even know what they've done?
I have my orders. The prisoner stays where she is, and you can move along.
A Magister guard approaches.
Step away from the prisoner, elf! You're going to... She betrayed Alexander. Try it and we'll tear your head off. Now move along.
A Magister guard...
Step away from the prisoner! You're going... She betrayed us. I'll regret this, I know I will. All right, I'll stand aside.
The lizard hangs from the gibbet, her face blooded and her scales discoloured. Her eyes are closed, but her tongue flickers as you approach.
Welcome to Driftwood, God-woken.
One bloody eye cracks open, glittering gold appearing from beneath the swollen lid.
Chased you all the way here from Fort Joy, did they? Very well, then. Cut me down. There is work to be done. Or indeed you could stand there gawping as if you were a cow ordered to dance a reel. It is a masterful performance. I would applaud it, but well.
The Meister bares her teeth, stained a deep pink by her blood, and growls.
Malady is unfortunately mistaken. I cannot train you, but I can certainly help you on your path, as long as I am free of this rope. Because along with torture and interrogation, the Magisters found space in their schedules to purge me, that's why. They spent quite some time at it, too. Apparently I was a rich vein to be mined, and now I hang powerless as any butchered carcass. They stopped the process just as the last of my power drained away. Just enough to rob me of my strength, but not enough to leave me a hollow sack of flesh and scales. I had hoped they simply wished to preserve my charm and beauty, but no. It seemed Dallas had ordered that I be held until she could do the deed herself, to give it the personal touch, I imagine. Now that you have had that delightful little nugget of gossip, perhaps you could do your damn job and let me loose? Be quick about it. Who knows when that Magister might return? God's teeth, it feels good to move again. Now, best scurry off before that Magister wanders back. Meet me at my home in Driftwood, and we can see what you're made of.
Mating season. Again. If I have to deal with one more buck looking to court me, I'll take a chunk out of his ear.
This town looks peaceful enough. Let's find out if looks deceive.
I'm all right, as long as I don't get too much.
lunatic Siva is loose again. We won't be so gentle when we catch her this time. Damn it. Magister Raymond wanted word in the caravan, but I had hoped the news would not be so grim. Report this to the Magister at the docks at once.
Not like you're buying anything. Prices are up, quality is down. Times are tough. Wouldn't you like to know?
Good day to you. More humans. Just what we needed.
Well met, friend. Interested in Driftwood's finest catch?
You look down at the cart and see fish with flaking scales, tumours and, in one case, 3 heads.
Suit yourself.
How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it. Wars are brewing, my friend, and I'll stand by your side. But prices will go up, even for one of our own. Buy now and buy often. Special prices for you, my friend. Gotta stick with your own in times of trouble, right? War is hell, my friend, but it's very good for business. Good luck to you.
Keeping it together, Bree. I'm all right. You're safe among friends. Never forget it. You eating any of your own fish?
You kidding? I don't eat what I sell. I usually buy from Ovis over there.
Ovis? How can you afford his stuff?
I got me a sweet deal. That's all you need to know.
Your fish stinks of the void. What kind of rat would sell such filth?
The kind that don't fancy starving along with the rest of this town. It's all well and good for you with your rations. We've got to take what we can get.
Keep talking to Wolf and you let that bitted sawdust from a cell floor.
Buying or selling?
Much business today. Not much. I don't want to do it. Can't believe it. There's no safety. Well, keep steady. People still need potions. Be by soon enough. Well, I've got this morning. Can't get back. Made it back. Safe and sound. That's all you gotta think about. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
So don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If
they don't come visit your ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Keeping it together, really. You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it. Buying or selling? Capital. Good luck to you.
Keeping it together, really. You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
You eating any of your own fish?
You kidding? I don't eat what I sell. I usually buy from Ovis over there.
Ovis? How can you afford his stuff?
I've got me a sweet deal. That's all you need to know.
Hey, this news! Fresh from the War Owl! Hear all about it! Many a latest, my friend. The war, the bishop, the queen. What tickles your fancy? Ain't looking too good for them lizards. Word is, the Divine Order's gonna hit the ancient empire and hit it hard. You remember what happened to the elves, don't you? Ain't no one left standing when you treat him to death, Frog. Seven save us. Stabbed in the back he was by them vile, low-born, treacherous seekers. Kill 'em all, I say. Do 'em like Magister Raymond did old Lady Seaver. That'll teach them traitors. I mean, they doomed us all, didn't they? The son of the Divine is dead. Gone. Who'll save us now? Jolly Justinia, Queen of the Dwarves. Ah, scourge, more like. Here's 20 or so noble gentlemen. No one knows what they did wrong, if anything, and she has them stripped and whipped all the way to the execution grounds. Didn't even give them the dignity of a sword. No, ma'am. Had them all hung. Real slow-like. You ask me, and I say she's mad as a mink with its tail on fire. Queen or no queen.
God knows what stuff those beasts.
Hear ye!
The carved figure is a resplendent sight in this ramshackle village.
Wes, can't get that thing out of my mind. You needing supplies? I'd stock up if I were you. It's madness out there. Never seen anything like it. Until later, then.
Hear ye! Divine order to march against... Who shall rise? Who gains the title most divine?
Magister's dropping left and right. Can't say I'm shedding any tears.
Where is it? Where is it? Madam? Please, have you seen a small burlap pouch lying about?
She looks up at you in surprise. Her great greenish-gold eyes sparkle, and she rubs a palm over her smooth head, seemingly confused.
You'd help me?
Tears star her eyelashes, and she begins to weep. She takes your hand.
I know. What a crybaby I am. It's just... You're so kind. It's been a difficult day. The pouch. I really must find it back, or my master will flay me alive. It had quite a sum inside it. It could be anywhere. I'm a servant to Magister Raymond. He bade me take the coins to purchase supplies for his journey, but I dropped it along the way. He's sure to think I stole it.
She tilts her head back and blinks back tears.
I'd never do such a thing. Never.
She reaches out as though to shake your hand, but stumbles, falling a little into your arms. She laughs, embarrassed, and quickly rights herself. As she pushes off of you, she reaches lightly into your pouch. She rifles around for a moment, but doesn't seem to find what she's looking for. She twists away from you with an innocent smile.
Got to be going now. That pouch won't find itself after all. Ta!
Barwick, would you have me die of thirst? Fill my damn cup.
Magister
I have to
Regional
stop these
Headquarters in
disappearances. My career is at stake.
The Magister startles, realizing there's a stranger in his midst.
What do you want? You can't just come in here as you please. There's Magisters missing. I'm trying to conduct a bloody investigation. Are you deaf? Your business here now. Well, mind your bloody step in future. I've an investigation to carry out, and I don't need any more distractions. Yes, a vile little tinkerer goes by the name of Higba. 3 of my Magisters have gone missing of late from right here in Driftwood. All signs are that Higba is responsible. Catching, killing, I don't care. There'll be gold for whoever puts an end to this rat. If you see anything, tell me or my men at once. Otherwise, keep the hell out of our way. Well, do you know anything? Stop wasting my time, then. Bellwether, I need those reports stamped.
Right away. I'm watching you, stranger.
Finally! Your colleague over there is absolutely useless. I'll have a bowl of the house stew, if you please. Oh, pity. I've been trying to get a little something to eat all day. But the giggleheads who run this establishment don't seem to be willing to provide a fellow with his fair portion. After all I've been through, too.
He lowers his gaze, then looks up at you expectantly. His lip trembles dramatically.
It's my mentor. My dear mentor. He was killed by those void beasts. I told him we ought not to travel in the hills, but would he listen? No. Now here I sit, my closest companion gone, our precious cargo worth more than Lucian's right ring, lost to the beast-infested wilds. And the waiter won't even bring me any stew. Ah, then perhaps my luck has changed. Yes, perhaps this awful business might soon be behind me. Tell me, how are you in, well, Void Woken? Ah, terrific news. Then what I ask will be little more than a trifling. My mentor, Liam, and I were hauling in a goodly number of fine wares from the Southlands when we crossed paths with a great brute of a Void Woken. It made short work of Liam, may the gods rest his soul. I managed to escape, but my precious cargo was left behind. We'd invested our entire livelihood in those wares. I'll do anything to get them back. Very, very well, that's how. That cargo is worth more than a pretty penny, and I'll owe its retrieval to you and you alone. Now, give me your map. I'll show you just where to look. I doubt those beasts out there have any use of such a cargo. I can't tell you how thoroughly you've made my day. Good luck.
The path thus ends the conclusion of a noble bloodline. Who shall rise? Who gains the title most divine?
A prim man in a starched apron wipes a glass with a clean rag. She pins you with blue, steel-sharp eyes as you approach the bar.
Blessings upon our Lucian, 7 times divine.
With surprising agility for a woman of her age, she reaches over the bar and swings a hand toward your face. You brace yourself for the incoming blow, but she instead points her finger into your face.
We don't speak of His Holiness that way in this establishment. Ha! Go on. I'd prefer it if you did. The magisters here are like my children. Why, my boy Niles is the house physician in Fort Joy itself. Yes, that's my boy. Did you know him? Finest physician in all of Reaper's Coast. Top of his class. My, but it's been too long since I've seen him. Too bad. I taught that boy right. Abstinence and chastity. That's what we learned in our household. And look at him now. A physician in the Divine Zone Order. The lessons paid off, they did. Anyhow, what can I get you?
An elf sways on her chair, her eyes focused on the counter in front of her, where she has 6 glasses in a row. With the nails of 2 fingers, she's pressing red welts into her forearm. She slides one of the drinks towards you, her head bobbling heavily on her neck as she nods at the sparkling ale.
And that.
So what are you going to do now that the White Magister...
Nothing like a glass of the good stuff to smudge everything into a pretty shape.
She slides another glass of ale toward you. Its contents sparkle in the dim barlight.
Bottoms up. Cheers to you, me, and...
Her gaze swivels around the room.
Damien's dull knife. This place is horrible. Never mind. Cheers to you, me, and me again. Another. Psh, give me one good reason.
She stares you dead in the eye and quickly tosses back another glass of ale.
Oh, reckon that was. Reckon a one too many. Stew is people and people is stew.
A valiant warrior against the warrior. Conclusion of a noble bloodline. Who shall rise?
He fixes you with a stare, looks you up and down, weighs you up, the cut of your cloth, the weight of your bag. A moment passes. Then a smile creases his face, a smile carefully constructed to look friendly and authentic, a smile that doesn't reach his eyes.
Greetings, stranger. Looking to ease the pain of a decaying world? You're in the right place. Beers are ordered at the bar, but can I interest you in a nourishing bowl of stew?
Pretty good, ain't he? Bet he'd even write a poem for you if you sidled up all nice like.
That divine voice, that idyllic poetry. I could lose myself in Barstan's cinnamon eyes.
You have interrupted my newest masterpiece.
The bard clears his throat and gargles on his own saliva. He then returns to his poem, but his voice cracks mid-verse.
Well, never you mind. Every sonnet I compose is a masterpiece, and my muse has been begging me to write something new. Wait! You might be just the stimulus I needed. I shall craft a rhyme for you and your race. All I ask in return is a handful of coins. It's an offer of a lifetime. Normally I'd argue with you, but you do have a certain look about you. Very well. But if I am to write a first-rate work, you must face some difficult questions. Are you prepared to answer?
He stares at you for a few torturing moments.
Your eyes betray the guilt of the human race. You believe it your right to ravage Grivalon. What say you?
He smiles a crooked smile and runs a hand through his greasy hair.
Ah, arrogance! That most peculiar of human traits, given your lack of cultural accomplishment, save the towers you erect in worship of greed. What riches do you seek, human? Indeed, you seem almost fearless in your conviction. But I know better. Stripped of their swords and shields, humans are as fragile as flower petals. Admit your cowardice.
The bard hems and haws, then bellows his next words to anyone who might hear.
To all lovers of verse, I bring glorious news. I have completed another modern classic. Listen now, and bask in its resounding refrain. War drums keep the rhythm of patrol. Humankind establishes control.
Hold it. Papa no, you no go.
He grins, unpleasantly.
Loha didn't tell me to let anyone of your description in, so why should I? It's already mad as a bag of cats down there, and I've no intention of flinging another mangy yowler in there. Scoot! You again. I told you to scram once. Don't make me say it with my fists.
He grabs your hand eagerly and laughs as you execute the finicky ending maneuver with much panache.
You're the right sort for downstairs, and no mistake. On you go, on in.
What's this? I found something.
Look at that. Good to meet you, Governor. What's your poison, Dan? A sip or a smoke? Aye, so it is. But not just any Druidnay. Oh no. My own special blends. Further down's the arena, see? And the gladiators are always on the lookout for an edge. I give them that edge. You could say that my darling herbs flower in the flesh and blossom in the brain. So, if you're interested, Governor, all you have to do is use your imagination. How can I make you bloom? No problem. In return for a reasonable donation, that is.
Smoke billows from this strange contraption. It's adorned with hoses, levers and slots. You smoke and feel adrift.
Are you? No, you aren't. Bugger off. Can't you see I'm trying to relax? Me? You're nuts. I just wanted to distract you while I nipped a little gold out of your pocket. Needed a fix. Sorry. Now, like I said, please kindly bugger off. It's turned to smoke by now. Go ahead and take it from my flesh if you want. I don't care. Leave me alone.
What? What do you want? Boss is busy. Loha, you've been living under a boulder. Good. Boss could use some good news. Listen up. Don't waste his time. These are explosive times. Be respectful. I'm not here to chit-chat with the likes of you.
You're one of us, ain't you? Tell us what happened.
I brought you up from girl to woman, Marla. Like you was my own. This?
He lifts his right arm, showing a white bandage beneath his ribs. A wet red spot shows through.
This ain't the thanks I expected. Who sent you?
The formidable dwarf slams his fist on the side table. You hear a loud crack.
Enough! Do you know they killed Anhar? Do ya? Start talking sense or I'll take that tongue right out of your mouth and fry it for supper. Bard, Cade, get her to talk or bleed her out. She ain't one of mine anymore.
His sneer travels from the restrained dwarf to you.
And you. You better have a damn good reason for coming here. Brave lass, waltzing in here now. I hope for your sake you've got good news for me. Family matter. She's one of mine, acting like her brains are scrambled though. Came after me with a knife. Lucky for me, she caught an old wound. Scar slowed down the knife. So, how'd you make it out of Fort Joy? I've got to say I'm impressed. I love a good story. Here's one I heard lately. A group of strangers landed on the beaches outside town. Meister Seaver's people. You one of her little seekers? Chasing down Godwoken and begging them to save us all? That's so.
He leans back and narrows his eyes, looking you up and down.
You know, the order's been going on about Godwoken for an eon now. Voidwoken's still lurking, though, and they're still hauling folks off to the Joy. So if you are who you say you are, what's the point of you? Ah, I should have guessed. And it just so happens I can help you. Depending on what you can do for me.
He gestures towards the bandage across his side.
Had a bit of family trouble lately. My girl Marla got it in her head to come after me with a short blade. That ain't like Marla. Ain't like her to pull the silent treatment either. Something's going on. And wouldn't you know it, that blade she used wasn't any normal bit of steel. Belonged to another of my people. Guy's name is Mordus. Bit of a loner, but smart as hell. I sent a few guys to go check on him, see if he knew what had got into Marla, but no one can find him. I'd like a word with the guy. Glad you see it that way. No one's seen him in a good few. I've got some people checking out his house near the tavern now, though. Tell them I sent you, and they'll let you know what they've found. Truth is, they might be glad to see you. Reckon a sorcerer will have better luck finding one of their own. Well, like I said, Mordus is a special guy. A sorcerer, matter of fact. Maybe even one of the ones Seaver's after. If there's something you want to find out from him, you might want to ask before I have my word with him. Here, you can take this off my hands. More suited to your kind, really. Good luck.
one of us. How could you do it? You're one of us. How could you do it?
Come, sister. What did you think was gonna happen? You're making this much harder than it needs to be.
Working for the DO, I bet.
Careful. You have to take it when you can. She won't give you enough. Never enough.
Further come, and I'll knock the head in. Doing what are you here? Not to be worth it. Aye, tending and have been grow by their largest fans. Good little gnomons. Caretaking. My gnomons get a hot head if you danger make their treasures. Go easy.
Careful now. That's a trap.
Come, sister. What did you think was gonna happen?
The battered dwarf pulls her lips back into a garish, open-mouthed grin, flashing blood-stained teeth.
Working for the DO, I bet. Watch 'em fight. Watch 'em. See that? Right in the kisser. Doesn't.
Hail, darling. Call me Dorothea.
She draws close. You feel her breath on your neck, hot, moist.
Oh, yes. I have something that you want. But I only bargain with those I deem deserving. Those, are you worthy of my gift? Love. I must consider your merits before I answer your questions. Why, I wouldn't tease you with a gift I could never offer. You don't think me cruel, do you? Indeed. This is acceptable. You are nearer the one than most self-described heroes I've known. So, tell me, are you ready for me to grant you your greatest desire? I can't. Not yet.
First, you must look into my ring and tell me what you see there. Gaze into the gem, my lovely.
She flashes her ring at you, and you stare at the luminescent stone at its center. You are floating on a current of pure source, surrounded by a kaleidoscope of colors and fuzzy images. On the horizon looms a dark silhouette. As you approach, a beam of light washes the shadow away, revealing to you
Yes, I see you clearly now. It is power you seek. To conjure maelstroms and command the light to drive away shadow. I will fulfill this desire. In return, I ask for one thing in return. A kiss.
Dorothea sighs, a fusion of a kitten's purr and a cockroach's clacking.
For me to help you, our souls must touch. And a kiss brings our souls closer, does it not? It shall fulfill both your desire and mine. Most delicious. Meet me around the corner and come alone. An audience is not required.
Come, sister. What do you think was going to happen?
Dorothea sees you and heaves a shuddering sigh. She bites into her lower lip with enough force that a drop of blood seeps out. Blood and something else, something green.
Darling, I admit I wish we could share more carnal pleasures. Yet I think a kiss is the height of intimacy. Now,
You draw closer and close your eyes, eager to feel her lips on yours. Yet her lips do not press against yours, and her hands do not caress your face. She is a woman no longer, but a were-spider. Her fang painlessly sinks into your neck. You still hear her words, though they sound muffled, as if filtered through a glass wall.
you desired power, and so it's yours. My venom seeps into every pore. We part ways now. I'll remember this moment. You've seen my true self. There's nothing more to know.
She kisses her forefinger, then presses it against your forehead.
Now go.
Down for a little scuffling and tussling? Let's see if you got some fight in you. That's the spirit. But I've got to tell you, you probably want to see Murga round the corner before you draw blood. She's the champion, and she's fair particular about who she'll fight. She'll want to talk with you herself before she'll assent to any challenge. Watch your words, mind. She takes against you, there'll be no talking yourself into her good graces again. Well, you better start caring. Without her approval, you'll be stuck spectating. On your way, then.
Did you know our arena champion's a bloody cheat, stranger? Murga tripped me and bit off my earlobe before the fight had even started.
Watch out for Murga, stranger. She's a formidable fighter, our dear arena champion, and not one to suffer fools lately.
In the shadows, a dwarven woman spits obscenities down upon a caged voidwoken. She exudes a powerful air of menace and an even more powerful odour of old sweat and dried blood. She spies you and glowers.
More fodder for the arena. Let Murga the champion test how good your reflexes are.
Curling her torn lip back over broken teeth, she grabs your hand and pulls you down to the ale-soaked table. Never losing eye contact, she begins arm wrestling you. She glimmers in and out of view, merging with the shadows. In an instant, you are pinioned by the very move you attempted. She slams your hand against the table, hard enough to draw blood.
You need to practice more, dear. Try some pull-ups before you even think about going one-on-one with me. I bested that voidwoken below us, you know. Dragged that scaly lump down there with my own 2 hands. So, since you can't hope to beat me, what is it you want down here? Based on your performance so far, that's cute. But I shouldn't judge your baby steps. The lion judges not the pussycat, eh? Cute. Takes a whole lot more oomph to get a rise out of me, though. Go talk to the raucous one. Tell him I sent you, and he'll set you up for a challenge. Prove yourself worthy fighting my acolytes blindfolded. Then, I'll knock your teeth out.
Who in their right mind would keep a voidwoken locked up like this? Must be one. Who in their right mind would keep a voidwoken locked up like this?
In the shadows, a dwarf curling her torn lip back over broken teeth, she glimmers in and out of...
You need to... I bested that voidwoken below. Based on your performance so far, that's cute. Then...
In the shadows, a dwarven woman spits more curling her torn lip. She glimmers.
You need to... I bested that voidwoken. Based on your performance so far, that's cute. But I shouldn't judge. Cute. Then...
the shadows,
More fun!
curling her torn lip, she glimmers.
You need to... I bested that... Based on... Cute, then...
Figure it's time to prove yourself. Let's get it done. Is that so? Well, looks like the crowd'll get its money's worth, for sure. You accept her challenge, do you? Alright, just make sure to keep the blindfold on. You take it off, you lose the challenge. Real simple. In any case, you're in for a treat, lass. Better than sweet cream stew on Lucian's Day. Who's coming along with you? It's your only chance, so put your thinking cap on.
your blindfold and nudges your nose with her own, laughing.
Nice to see the cub has some claws. You drew blood. Enough to know you're alive. And you proved yourself against my little challenge. So now we will fight, you and I. Come on, show me I'm alive. Talk to the raucous one when you're ready to fight.
She winks over her shoulder at you and then disappears.
If you ask me, the fact that Murga caught a Voidwoken just proves she's using dirty tricks.
There's no rules in that arena. Murga's used some low tricks to stay on top, if you understand me.
Nice show out there. You're smouldering, you are. Oh, this'll be a scotcher. Who you taking along? You only get this one chance, so keep your wits about you.
sorceress, caged like a little ichor squirmy worms. Delicious.
Murga blanches, jaw hardening as she steps backwards. It could be just a trick of the light, but it certainly looks like she's trembling with fear.
This is bad news, Cupcake. That's
the spirit. You go ahead and soften him up for me. Hop to, and don't even think this championship is over yet.
Flickering and glimmering in and out of sight in the gloom, Murga winks at you and then disappears.
Just like last time, she runs to her little ickle fading shadows. Won't save you. Can't save you.
The dwarf bounces up and down with glee, then catches himself and clears his throat. He bows before you.
Extraordinary, lass, just extraordinary. The spirit of the one has yet to settle, but it hovers near. It knows your great feat. I feel the glow. Ain't just praise you're earning, though. Giving you this key, too. It's an arena champ tradition. Takes you to treasure, it does. And only a champ can survive that journey.
The dwarf bellows out to all within earshot.
I proclaim thee the champion of the Driftwood Arena. Get your gloat on and take a swig of ale. Hell, take a dozen. We'll be singing for years to come of the great human Void Slayer.
Good riddance to Murga. Her and her bloody pet Voidwoken had no business here.
Impressive. Dare say the spirit of the one stronger in you than anyone else I've seen. Even Murga. Impressive. Dare say the spirit of the one stronger in you than anyone else I've seen. Even Murga.
Leave me alone. I know you. You're the one standing in my smoke. What am I going to do?
Oh, pow!
She spits 3 bloody teeth out onto the floor beside your feet and grins crimson at you.
I truly didn't think you'd have that much fight in you. I'll win my title back, I will. But first, I'm going to find somebody a lot nicer than you to kiss all this better.
The tigers fly, the leopards lie, and you, oh! But I I know you, don't I? I have seen you in the night, the awoken one, hounded by dying gods. Just a dream, of course, just a dream.
I can't offer you more. May the memory of our kiss remain sacred.
Hey, back away from the stairs or you'll find out exactly why they call me Papa Thrash.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy.
A weathered woman in a dirty sea captain's tunic babbles breathlessly to herself.
The bell rings a warning and the tide is on the turn, and I without my compass. The ship is in the locker, on the bottom in the rocky shallows, and all are drowned but me. And yet, can you hear? The bell rings on. The bell haunts me yet, and it would drive me mad. Perhaps I am already mad. But I swear I hear the bells. Please, make it stop.
She buries her head in her hands and cries.
Make it stop.
You really don't have to look that far.
The bell rings a warning and the tide is on the turn.
Oh, forget it.
It's a shame, it is.
An absolute shame.
Alexander, slaughtered like a supper lamb. Poor dear.
It ain't right.
It ain't right. Never thought I'd say this. I hope they round up them sorcerers for good. I ain't needing one sick and avoid woken on me.
You said it, Hilka. You're a true patriot.
Yeah? What do you want? Huh. I want another beer and a bowl of stew. Which of us is more likely to get what they want, do you think?
You've got to pick who you can trust.
Guess that makes me a sinner. Perhaps you can help us settle an argument.
And I'm saying...
Thatcher here is one of my dearest friends, but she isn't the brightest.
Thatcher grins hello.
Our mate Boris got posted to Fort Joy for consorting with lizards. And Thatcher here still fancies a turn around the park with Loverick's lizard. I say she'd be sleeping with the enemy. What say you?
They look at you expectantly.
The bell still rings. Do you hear it? Do you hear it?
Thatcher bursts out laughing. Eden goes bright red.
Get lost before I throw you in a cell for disrespecting a magister. 2 magisters. The magisters.
Thatcher doesn't look disrespected. Thatcher looks amused.
Disrespecting one magister's enough. Go on. Get lost.
She turns back to her drink.
The bell rings a warning and the tide is on the turn.
Why do you shiver, sir? This room is temperate enough, is it not?
Quite so, my lord. Quite so. Right, The atmosphere in
Smile
here
on
is
I'm not in love.
spooky. Doesn't this room strike you as eerie? There's a chill in the air, a deeper darkness in the shadows. But, of course, I should hold my tongue and stand guard. All's well as long as my lord's coffers are safe.
Here now, when one's in a small town, one must expect small town manners, I see. Have you a reason for barging into my room, madam? No harm done, I suppose. Though why I pay good money for these so-called bodyguards is another question entirely. Still, I may as well introduce myself. Baron Levere, at your service. Travels, you say? And why would you assume I'm a travelling man?
He laughs heartily.
Of all things, I wouldn't have thought my boots would give me away, but you're quite right, of course. I am travelling, yes, to Arx. Lucian's Day will be upon us soon, a celebration no man with a heart that is both as pious and mercantile as mine should miss. I go because it is every citizen's duty, our communal obligation to chant the rites of the return and pray for Lucian's divine resurrection. That said, I do have more secular motivations as well. Arx positively overflows with pilgrims during the festival, pilgrims and their purses. As a merchant, it is quite my favorite day of the year. I'm a wealthy man, and wealthy men need protection, especially if they accompany their wealth. The merchant's burden, you see, he must escort his merchandise, always. Music to my ears. A happy accident after all, you're barging into my room. If there's anything else you need, know you're always welcome.
Smile all you want. I'm not in love with you.
Got a big trust.
You got that right, Helga. You got that right.
And I'm fine. I can see a sister from a underground. Too careful, you know. If they can get Alexander,
You're right about that. Right as rain, Helga.
I've never been so embarrassed. Of course it's not true. No, I'm not crying.
The bell still rings. Do you hear it? Do you hear it?
return.
And I'm saying, you can trust me. I can see a sorcerer from a mile away. And you can't be too careful, you know. If they can get this out.
You're right about that.
Who rings the bell?
It's rain, Hilka.
The bell still rings. Do you hear it? Do you hear it?
The chest won't open.
Speak the word, and I shall open. Speak the word, the magic word, and I shall open. No. 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 Still no. I am already closed. I did not understand. Do you want a buffalo? I am a chest. Is your buffalo unwell? Do not profane. Speak the word, and I shall open. This seems likely. Yes, you could. An excellent choice.
Weathered and rugged, the man sleeps soundly. He mumbles in his slumber.
Ghosties. Mother, are you mad? Huh? What?
He wakes.
Thief. Mother, there's a thief.
He settles back to sleep. He snorts.
Mother, it's so obvious. Speak the word, and I shall open.
Then goes back to sleep. The chest sits there, refusing to open.
What kind of idiot uses magic word as their magic word? Yes. No. Definitely no. Clearly not. Nope. Nope. That would be strange. My buffalo is fine, thank you. You speak the word. I open. For your safety, please stand back.
The lock unlocks with the tiniest click.
The bell still rings. Do you hear it?
If they can get Alexander, they can get any of us.
You're right about that. Right as rain, Hilka.
treasures on my person.
Hilga jabbers excitedly with Brax, but the two go quiet as you approach.
You've got to pick who you can trust.
You got that right, Hilga. You got that right.
And I'm saying you can trust me. I can see a sorcerer from a mile away. And you can't be too careful, you know? If they can get Alexander, they can get any of us.
You're right about that. Right as rain, Hilga.
This room is temperate enough, is it not?
Quite so, my lord. Quite so. The atmosphere in here is, spooky.
Spooky? Pull yourself together, man. Or should I check the cupboards for ogres?
That's quite all right, my lord.
You've got to pick who you can trust.
You got that right, Hilga. You got that right.
And I'm saying you can trust me. I can see a sorcerer from a mile away. And you can't be too careful, you know? If they can get Alexander, they can get any of us.
You're right about that. Right as rain, Hilga.
Damien was kind of cute, though.
You horrible sorcerer! You can stay there with the dirty lizards and Joe's mum until you're cured.
Take that, sorcerer! Dallas, get her!
You're dead, Alexander. Alexander, you're dead. You have to stay dead until we say you're not dead anymore.
Here, missus! Alexander doesn't have to stay dead, does he?
I'm approaching this.
See? Told ya. But don't worry, I'll revenge your death. Take that, sorcerer. You won't put a sauce collar on me, Dallas. I'm a big bad evil sorcerer and I'll kill you dead.
I hate this game.
The dwarf is unnaturally still. You might mistake her for a corpse, were it not for a slight twitch of her eyelids. She calmly opens her left eye, then her right.
What do you want?
The dwarf unfolds her arms and shoots to her feet.
All right, human. Well, glad Lohar ain't left us here to wither. Those brutes are taking their sweet time down there. I gotta send word soon. Who knows? Anything that gives away what Mordus has been up to. Probably got all sorts of tricks for covering his tracks, but the goons downstairs should sniff out something. That weird priest's been hanging around Lohar for ages. Now he's vanished. Poof. Those half-wits below will know more. Get to it then. But tell the lunkheads that Glenn sent you before they bash your brains in.
for us. Lohars ain't gonna just twiddle his toes forever. Bad enough, all we could find was rubbish.
What's this?
Lohar will have
I
our
found
heads.
something.
Lohar ain't gonna fly you just 'cause Morda's covered his tracks good. If we can't get ourselves out of here, it won't matter either way, eh?
Lohars ain't gonna just twiddle his toes forever.
I found something.
We had to leave something behind, yeah?
Not useful, I'd say. If we can't get ourselves out of here, it won't matter either way, eh? They're coming for us.
Are you daft? Of course they'll come for us. Lohars ain't gonna just twiddle his toes forever. Bad enough, all we could find was rubbish. Now we're stuck. Lohar will have our heads.
Get your act together. Lohar ain't gonna fly you just 'cause Morda's covered his tracks good.
A skull? It's missing an eye. As far as locks go, this one's pretty macabre.
Get your act together. Lohar ain't gonna fly you just 'cause Morda's covered his tracks good. Maybe if we had a crowbar.
A skull? It's missing an eye. As far as locks go, this one's pretty macabre.
Maybe if we had a crowbar.
You think a crowbar would open this thing? What? You got rocks knocking around that noggin of